Welcome back to A Considerate Life. If you like the channel, then subscribe. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you dislike the channel at this point, then unsubscribe. You know, it's an election year, and everyone is sort of suspicious about where people's loyalties lie. So, in a spirit of transparency, I just want to say I like Donald J. Trump. I mean that in a fairly human to human context. I just like Donald Trump.
What you talking about, Willis?
He's not my pastor. You know, I am one of those 80+% evangelicals who really enjoy the idea of Trump being in Washington, undoing a lot of the pervasive corruptness in politics. There's a patriotism at the heart of Donald Trump's message that I really like. And I think this is often misapprehended on the political left. But this actually came up in a intro to philosophy class that I was teaching a number of years ago. I had some students in that class saying, agreeing with the authors of the textbook, basically saying America is not the #1 country in the world.
All right, lads, I'm not dying for these bastards.
And I recalled something from Aristotle. Yeah, so in book 2 of the Politics, this is after Plato has written his Republic. And if you remember your history of philosophy, Aristotle was a student of Plato's for a while before he founded his peripatetic school. So Aristotle is responding to this notion in the Republic of all the children in a city-state being owned by everyone in that community. Since in a constitution of this sort, in Plato's sort, a father has least reason to cherish his son as sons, or a son his father as a father, or brothers each other as brothers. In the context that Plato was talking about, a son wouldn't know who his father was, a father wouldn't know who his sons were, and brothers wouldn't know who their brothers are. But he says this, "For there are 2 things in particular that cause human beings to love and cherish something, their own and their favorite, and neither can exist among those governed in this way." Aristotle is basically saying there are 2 reasons to love something. The first is that it's the best, right? The second is that it's mine. And I think that's the mistake that the political left make. They think that the only reason for us to love our country is because we think it's better than every other country in the world. I don't have to make the case that America is the best. All I have to know is that America is my country. For me to love America more than I do Canada or Mexico or, Liberia or something like that. And so I really resonate with that aspect of Donald Trump's approach to governance, a politician who's interested solely in kind of a common sense approach to governance.
And I always say, I want people with common sense because there's so many things happening in this country that don't make sense. Who wants an open border? Who wants high interest rates? Who wants all electric vehicles?
Like the resources for our public programs are not endless. And so we have to be judicial in who and when and how many people come into the country. No, I like Donald Trump. I like him as a human being. I don't have to like everything that he does or says in order to like him as a human being. There's a lot of people I like. Joe Rogan.
It's crazy how empires rise and fall. And that's one of the things that people are wondering currently about America.
And Jordan Peterson.
What happens if you adopted full responsibility for yourself? And then for your family.
And Quentin Tarantino, right?
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
Because it's so much fun, Jan. Get it?
I like these guys. I like what they do. I like their attitude toward things. There's a sort of a straightforward genuineness about them. I really don't know what's up next in terms of video content. I am reading this book right now, The Deconstruction of Christianity by Elisa Childers and Tim Barnett. So I'm going to review that briefly at some point in the future. So that may be next, or not, I suppose. All right.